Welcome to Hot Zone Updates. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. Headline news: a high-stakes inspection in Japan. The world's attention is fixed on a pivotal moment that could alter the balance of power in the region. Kure, Japan. The air is thick with anticipation as Philippine Navy officers step onto the steel decks of a Japanese warship, their faces set with determination and curiosity. This is no ordinary tour, it's a critical inspection that could reshape the Philippines' defense strategy for years to come. Every detail is under scrutiny, from weapon systems to living quarters. The ships under scrutiny are the Abukuma-class destroyers, offered by Japan as part of a growing security partnership. The decision isn't just about adding ships, it's about sending a message across the tense waters of the West Philippine Sea, where maritime boundaries are hotly contested and every move is closely watched. For the Philippines, with its vast coastline and underfunded navy, these 6 ships could be a game-changer. But they're not new. They come with a history, and with that, a set of challenges. The inspection team must look past the fresh paint and ceremonial welcomes, digging deep to assess what it will truly take to keep these aging warships operational in the years ahead. Their findings will influence not only national security, but also the defense budget and the Philippines' relationships with key international partners. Every recommendation carries weight. Japanese naval personnel stand ready, opening engine rooms and sharing detailed maintenance logs, a demonstration of transparency and trust between allies. By offering these ships, Japan is investing in regional stability and strengthening a key partnership in the Indo-Pacific, signaling its commitment to collective security. As the sun sets, the Philippine delegation compares notes, weighing the ship's anti-submarine strengths against the challenges of aging systems, costly upgrades, and the logistics of integrating new technology into their fleet. The final decision will balance opportunity and cost, considering not just the price tag, but the long-term impact on operational readiness and national defense. Will these warships become symbols of a stronger, more capable Philippines, or will they turn into a heavy burden, draining resources and stretching the Navy thin? The answer to that question will shape the nation's defense posture for years, perhaps decades to come. The world is watching as this chapter in Indo-Pacific security unfolds, with journalists and analysts eager for every update. Old allies face new challenges. This is modern diplomacy in action, where every handshake and agreement carries strategic significance. The stakes could not be higher. The decisions made here will echo across the region, shaping alliances and security for generations. The Abukuma-class ships aren't the newest vessels in the fleet, but they're proven veterans with decades of reliable service behind them. Built in the late 1980s and early 1990s, these destroyer escorts were designed for versatility, large enough to handle the challenges of open seas, yet nimble enough for effective coastal patrols and quick maneuvers near shorelines. Their main job is to protect larger ships from submarines and surface threats, acting as guardians for the fleet and ensuring safe passage for more valuable assets. Armed with a 76mm gun, anti-ship missiles, torpedoes, and a phalanx close-in weapon system, they pack a punch for their size and can respond to a variety of threats. These ships are balanced platforms capable of handling multiple threats at once, making them valuable assets in any naval operation. For the Philippine Navy, acquiring these ships would represent a significant upgrade in both firepower and defensive capabilities, boosting their maritime presence. However, their age is a concern. Radar, sonar, and combat systems are outdated and lag behind modern standards, limiting their effectiveness without improvements. Significant upgrades are needed to bring them up to speed, including new electronics, sensors, and weapons, to make them effective in today's rapidly evolving maritime environment. Think of it like restoring a classic car. The hull and frame are strong and reliable, but the electronics and internal systems need a complete overhaul to perform at their best. The biggest advantage? These ships are available now. Acquiring them is much faster and more affordable than building entirely new ships from scratch, allowing for quicker deployment. The key question remains: do the immediate benefits of having these ships in service outweigh the long-term costs of modernization, upgrades, and ongoing maintenance? The answer to this decision could reshape the future of the Philippine Navy, influencing its capabilities and strategic direction for years to come. Japan's offer isn't just generosity, it's strategic. With regional tensions rising, Japan sees stronger allies as key to its own security. This ship transfer is part of Japan's shift toward a more active regional role. Japan has already provided patrol vessels to the Philippines and Vietnam. Warships are the next step. Strengthening the Philippine Navy helps balance power and protect vital sea lanes. The partnership is built on shared values and concerns, amplified by joint training and intelligence sharing. This deal also supports Japan's defense industry and opens doors for future cooperation. If successful, it could lead to more joint projects, upgrades, and technology transfers. It's a long-term investment, strategic, economic, and diplomatic. The world is watching as Japan and the Philippines deepen their alliance. This is more than hardware, it's a symbol of commitment. A new era of regional security is taking shape. The Philippine Navy's inspection team arrived with a detailed checklist. They examined hulls for fatigue, measured steel thickness, and checked for hidden damage. In the engine rooms, they scrutinized the complex diesel and gas systems, reviewing logs and inspecting for wear. Reliability and future maintenance costs were key concerns. Combat systems, radar, sonar, and computers were assessed for capability and upgrade potential. Could modern tech be integrated? Would new weapons fit? The team also evaluated crew living conditions and support systems, from wiring to galleys. Maintenance records and spare parts availability were reviewed. Finding parts for 30-year-old ships is a challenge. Their final report will give Manila a clear, honest assessment. Every detail matters. This decision will shape the fleet for years. The inspection is about more than ships. It's about readiness for the future. The stakes are high, and the scrutiny is intense. Accepting the Abukuma-class ships would boost the Philippines' ability to defend its territory. More ships mean a stronger, more consistent presence in contested waters, deterring illegal activity and aggression. Their anti-submarine capabilities fill a critical gap in the Philippine Navy. These ships can also support disaster relief, counter-terrorism, and anti-piracy missions. Thanks to their endurance and versatility, they enable the Philippines to participate more fully in international exercises, strengthening alliances, and earning respect. The Abukuma class could transform the Navy's reach and reputation. It's about more than combat, it's about national resilience. A stronger Navy, a stronger nation. The big challenges facing the Navy are clear: money, maintenance, and training. These three pillars will determine whether the fleet can truly become a modern force or remain stuck in the past. While the ships themselves may be donated or acquired at a low cost, the real expense comes later. Upgrades and modernization are not cheap. Each ship can require tens of millions of dollars just to bring it up to current standards, with costs often rising as new issues are discovered. Funding for these upgrades must come from an already stretched national budget, which means tough choices. Every peso spent here could mean less for other critical priorities, from social programs to infrastructure. Maintenance is equally daunting. Older ships demand constant attention, spare parts, fuel, and frequent repairs. This requires building new supply chains, upgrading shipyards, and training specialized maintenance crews, all of which add to the long-term cost. Without careful planning and investment, these ships could end up spending more time docked in port than patrolling at sea, undermining their purpose. Training is another major hurdle. Crews need months, sometimes even years, to master new systems and technologies. Often this means sending personnel overseas for specialized instruction, which can be costly and time-consuming. The Navy must develop new training programs and ensure it can absorb such a rapid expansion in both ships and personnel without sacrificing quality or readiness. Integrating 6 major warships into the fleet is a massive undertaking. It affects everything from command structure and logistics to daily operations and long-term strategy. Rushing this process risks turning a golden opportunity into a logistical nightmare, creating more problems than solutions. Success will depend on careful, deliberate planning and sustained investment in both equipment and people. The real test isn't just about acquiring new ships. It's about making them work effectively, day in and day out, as part of a cohesive fleet. The future of the fleet truly hangs in the balance, with every decision shaping what comes next. Every choice made now will echo for decades, influencing the Navy's strength and the nation's security for generations to come. The Abukuma-class deal is more than military hardware, it's a symbol of a growing Philippines-Japan partnership. Once defined by wartime history, the relationship now thrives on shared values and interests. Both are island democracies, reliant on the sea for prosperity and security. Their strategic partnership covers defense, trade, investment, and cultural exchange. Japan is a top trading partner and aid provider, laying a strong foundation for security cooperation. Defense ties are deepening. Japan has supplied patrol vessels and now holds joint exercises with the Philippines. The warship offer marks a shift from Coast Guard support to true naval defense. The U.S. welcomes this bond, seeing it as part of a broader regional security network. When Japan helps the Philippines, it strengthens the entire alliance system. This partnership is a model for regional cooperation. Together, they're building a safer Indo-Pacific. The Abukuma-class decision is part of a bigger story: alliances in a tense Indo-Pacific. Rising tensions in the South China Sea have made partnerships essential. The Philippines' alliance with the U.S. is the bedrock of its security, backed by military aid and joint exercises. Acquiring Japanese warships would make the Philippines a more capable partner in regional operations. The country is also building ties with Australia, South Korea, India, and European nations. This coalition of like-minded countries shares information, conducts drills, and coordinates diplomacy. Strong alliances deter aggression and show that the Philippines is not alone. The Abukuma ships would be a visible part of this network, sailing alongside partner navies. Middle powers protect their interests through cooperation, not just might. The strength of friendships is the real force in the region. The Philippines' alliances are its shield in uncertain times. Security is a team effort in the Indo-Pacific. The final decision on the Abukuma-class ships now rests with Manila's leaders. The technical team's report outlines the ship's condition, costs, and challenges. The government must weigh strategic needs against financial realities. Saying yes means a bold investment in a stronger navy and regional presence, but it's a difficult, expensive path. Saying no or accepting fewer ships is cautious but slows naval growth. Both choices have lasting consequences for the country's security and role in the region. This decision is about more than ships, it's about the Philippines' future identity. Will it stand as a key regional player or focus inward? The world is watching as the Philippines stands at a crossroads. The choice will echo for decades in the story of the 21st century.